Hello everyone, welcome to another video, another tutorial about inverse functions and relations. So I'm having two outcomes. I would like to introduce you how can you find the inverse of a function or relation, then how to determine whether two functions or relations are inverses or not. So as usual, when I give my students the inverse relation, I give them the stream example of the mirror. Whenever you are raising your right hand, others will be seeing the left hand, and yourself will see yourself that it is reflected. Your picture, it is reflected. And the same idea goes for the inverse relation. The relation will be reflected. So instead of having a coordinate point of x and y, it will be y and x, and this will be your inverse relation. So let's take an example. You are having the geometry ordered pairs of the relation, and he gave you the ordered pairs, and they are coordinates of the vertices of a triangle. He wants you to find the inverse of this relation. Also, he would like you to describe the graph of this inverse. So, first of all, I would like you to pause and think with me. How can I find the inverse of this relation? So, first of all, I would like to think of changing x and y into y and x. So it will be in this form. Look at minus 8 and 3. It will be minus 3 and 8. Then the other one. Minus 8 and minus 6. It will be minus 6 and minus 8. Then lastly, it will be minus 6 and minus 3. So if you would like to graph it using Desmos, you can directly go to the ready graph that I have prepared it for you. First of all, you will be going directly and plotting each point. So let me hide the other polygon for you. So first of all, we will be graphing the first polygon by plotting the points and then graph this polygon. Then we will be graphing the other polygon, and let's now check what is the difference between between C and C dash, between B and B dash, A and A dash. I will be graphing the line of y equal x, compare between each other. You will be noticing that it is reflected over the line y equal x, and this is the inverse relation. So we can notice that it will be having a reflection over y equal x. So that was if I would like to find the inverse of a relation. So this is your inverse relation. What if you would like to find the inverse of function? So let's have it step by steps. First of all, you are having f of x is equal to x minus 3 over 5. Remove f of x and keep it as y equal x minus 3 over 5. So previously, in the inverse relation, remember the mirror, you were only changing without doing anything. You were changing the location of x and y. Now you will be doing the same. Just swap. Now you need to find y or keep y alone. So we will be solving this equation. Multiply each side by 5. by 5. So let's cancel this one with this one. You will be having y minus 3 equal 5x. Then again, I would like to keep my y alone, plus 3 plus 3. Then you will be having y equal to 5x plus 3. And last step, you need to remove the y and you have to put the symbol for the inverse. If inverse of x equal 5x plus 3. So you need to graph this one with the main question with y equal x to notice the difference. So I made it ready for you. So this was f of x. This was f inverse of x. And here we have it is reflected over y equal x. Let's see the other practice. We have a quadratic function. Please focus on how can we solve the quadratic function and how can we get the inverse of it. We will follow the same steps. We will remove f of x. We will put it as y equal 3x squared. Then we will be swapping the places now. X equal 3y squared. Now I would like to find y alone, but I have a square. How can I do this? And I have a 3. First of all, I will get rid of the 3, divide by 3, and you will be left with y squared equal x over 3. Now, whenever you are having a square, you can get rid of it by the square root. And remember, whenever you are having the square root of a squared, you will be getting the absolute value of whatever inside. So x over 3. Now, since it is absolute value, that means you are having two cases. One of them positive, the other one is negative. So if we graphed all of them together with the line of y equal x, that means we will be having our f of x, which is this one, and both these will be representative for f inverse. So I can write it in another case, which is f inverse of x. It will be plus and minus, and let me erase this one, plus and minus square root 1 over 3 and x. So this will be representative for your inverse function, and this is the reflection over y equal x. Now, how can I check of each pairs given to me? So what if I don't know whether they are inverses or not? Then you have to focus on this information. Two functions are inverses if and only if you found the composition of each of them and it was equal to x. So if you are needing more help in the compositions, please refer to my previous video, operations on functions, and you will watch how can you do the composition. Now I will be doing it fast. So if o g of x, if g of x, that means 3, 1 over 3x plus 4 minus 3. Distributive property, and I will be having x plus 12 minus 3, so x plus 9, and I will not continue to find g or f, since from the beginning I don't need to find this. From the beginning, did I get x? No, I got x plus 9. That means these pairs are not inverses of each other. And you can stop here. Now let's go to the other question. Again, the same way. You need to find if OG all x so 2 square root of x plus 1 squared minus 1. You will be removing your square, then you are left with 2x plus 1 over 2 minus 1. Again, you can remove your 2. It will be left with x plus 1 minus 1, and it will be x. So this is the first part of the question that is right. Let's go to GOF. You have to go to this and put your question inside it. 2x squared minus 1 plus 1 over 2. So let's simplify this. Minus 1 plus 1, you will be cancelling this. Then it will be 2x squared over 2, cancel this over this. Then lastly, you will be getting x squared, which is x. And it is done. So yes, they are inverses. Both of them. You have if OG and GOF, they gave you x. Now I would like you to check your understanding, practice more. If you are having any question, you can comment on this video, and if you did one of these questions, also you can comment with your answers. Thank you so much, and wait for more videos.